Okay, Akshay, start now. Please unmute. Akshay, please unmute yourself. Akshay, please unmute.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it. Thank you. So, a very good morning to one and all connected with us from all across the country. I am Akshay Singh Rana and I welcome you all on behalf of Chaudhary Charan Singh National Institute of Agricultural Marketing. Sachin, can you mute everybody else, please, for the time being? I'm having a lot of disturbance. Thank you. So, thank you. So I welcome you all on behalf of Chaudhary Charan Singh National Institute of Agricultural Marketing, Jaipur, to the webinar series of Kisan Mitr, or as we call it, Friends of Farmer, on agricultural technology for marketing, organized by CCS National Institute of Agricultural Marketing in collaboration with Office of Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India. CCS Niam or Jaipur is an autonomous organization established under the aegis of Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare, Government of India, to cater various agricultural related aspects such as training, research, consultancy, education in the field of agricultural marketing. CCS Niam as globally is recognized as the center of excellence in the Southeast Asia for agricultural marketing. Kisan Mitr, or as we call it, Friends of Farmer, is an initiative by Principal Scientific Advisors Office in partnership with CCS Niam. The objective of this initiative is to bring technologies to farmers and reverse migrants who have moved or diverted to rural scenarios, rural aspect, or maybe they have left the urban setup to move rural due to the impact of COVID-19. Under this initiative, more than 1,000 technologies have been identified all across the country, which are supported by various institutes like ICR institutes, NABARD, Ministry of Rural Development, ISRO, and Gates Foundation, and maybe a lot of incubators as well. So on the supply side of the, I'd say webinar series or Kisan Mitra aspect, the technologies are catered by various innovators, entrepreneurs, researchers in academic and research institutions talking about their technologies. Whereas on the demand side of this entire initiative, we have webinar participants ranging typically from agribusiness enthusiasts, government functionaries, agribusiness companies, to other agribusiness stakeholders who are keen in knowing about agri technologies. So moving towards today's webinar, we have another such successful startup who has also been has graced the CCS Niam Incubation Center incubation program, Mr. Sheikh Akbar Ali from IFSA. He's going to talk about pound health and discussions related to maybe certain questions related to that. So Sheikh, over to you. You can share your screen now.
Yeah. Good morning, all. Very good morning to all participants, farmers, and decision makers. Myself, founder and aquaculture expert from IPSA, Information Inputs for Sustainable Aquaculture. IPSA is an India-based aquaculture service company that provides expert advice, technology transfer for new or existing aquaculture farmers. Our mission is up. You want to be among the best renowned professional aquaculture advisory service company, as well as manufacturer and supplier of all aquaculture inputs to aquaculture farming community in India and the world at large. Our vision is the globe is the inspiration for IPSA. Its vision to make people aware of the importance of fish in their diet and how to implement aquaculture as a tool to produce it on a sustainable basis. Aquaculture is not new. It's before, yes, from the beginning, approximately 2000 years old, this practice is going on. But recently, importance aquaculture has become very important. Nowadays, the nutrition point of view, the lack of nutrition in all developing countries, only one source is can be helpful is aquaculture. Aquaculture is unique in that the farmed animals is cold-blooded or cyclothermic animals. Recently, in the face of the mounting pressure on land resource and scarcity of animal protein for the increasing human population, nowadays aquaculture, I think, is a very important farming practice. Fish is an excellent food source. It's supplying almost all type of nutrition values. And so developing countries, malnutrition and starvation are the two serious problems being faced by millions of rural poor in most of developing countries. And also this fish food is animal protein is essential for proper growth, repair and maintenance of body organs and tissues. Fish contain about 16 to 20% protein compared to about 12% in egg, 3.5% in milk, and 6 to 8% in rice and wheat. At present, about 31% of the total animal protein supply in the Asian region is in the form of fish protein. And also these fishes or aquatic animals having high multiplication capacity and very minimal water requirement. For taking example, one fish, one in a carp fishes, roughly 0.1 million eggs it can produce, and within a 1 year we can get each eggs in a 1 kg average body weight. So highly so multiplication capacity only present in aquaculture system. There is no other animal to produce this much of fecundity. And also very important concern is fish also enrich the water with this wide metabolic, thus make the water more productivity for agriculture also. No livestock animal process this magnitude of fecundity. If we take another animal goat like that, they produce 6 monthly or yearly 4 or 6 babies only, but only in a fisheries this much of fecundity we can observe. The requirement of energy to produce protein in aquaculture is a very minimal compared to other animal production. And also the fishes won't use their energy to control their body temperature because these are cold water body temperature. They won't need energy to maintain in the standard temperature in their body like other animals. Other animals require a lot of energy to maintain their body temperature. But in these aquatic animals, that cause is not there. So the total energy they can use for growth. And almost in taking a world scenario, the capture fisheries, marine fishes availability daily going to reduce. So that much of so slowly the available of natural production is going down, and we are unable to supply nutrition value to the people with these capture fisheries. So this is the main reason the importance is taking place for producing the aquaculture species. The production aquaculture almost providing employment. For taking an example, 1 ton of fish production, in average 2.5 persons is required employment for this one. That means highly these aquaculture properties is focusing to develop the employment in rural area. So almost aquaculture is a unique practice, and energy requirement to produce protein very low, and the requirement of water, consuming water also very low, and comparing to the other practices, and also almost in a taking in a rural population, mostly the poor people are getting a nutrition value of food only through fishery only, because the cost of the fishes also comparatively other meat products are very less. This is the only one source for poor people in rural areas. Coming to my activity, my entrepreneurship, what type of a problem how many people are working? You can observe that very minimum feed requirement, only 1 kg for getting the fishes, only 1 kg feed is required. This much of feed conversion ratio, nowhere we can get. Only in aquatic animals only we can achieve this type of results. Yeah. So taking problems in aquaculture, now almost entire aquaculture industry are facing majorly in their farming system, occurring the mortality and morbidities, low productivity. Even they are invested a lot of amount, they are getting a very low production, and also there is no technical support in a problem identification. They are depending on almost antibiotics, chemicals to treat the diseases at present. And almost these farmers are taking the examples from neighboring farmers, what they applied, and the same thing they trying to apply. This is the problem at present we are seeing. And also proper site selection and proper species selection, the method of culture, farmers are facing a very big problem to select the site and species and the method of the farming. IPSA is founded for to fulfill these problems, to rectify these gaps in aquaculture system. And we developed solutions for this, overcoming almost all problems. We are acting as a one-stop solution for aquaculture development. We are facilitating wet on call. We are providing a field coordinator presence in NHM in their field, and very quickly pond health diagnosis, because we are maintaining records of the ponds frequently. That's helping us to give the very quick pond health diagnosis, and we are available in a 24 into 7 days with the field support. And the uniqueness of our IPSA activity, we almost whatever ponds we are enrolling with the GPS location base, and we are providing disease diagnosis virtually with the help of laboratory analysis, field analysis, farmer experience, farming management, and whole history of the farm. So all this we are considering in virtual disease diagnosis. We are delivering the advices virtually in the form of a phone call and conducting a video conference, and also giving advice in a text form. They can able to take the print of the advice also. We are delivering almost solution to farmer doorstep, and we are having a unique software, pond data management software. This software help to doctor to retrack the whole history in a particular tool manner. For example, any water parameter in a certain period he can analyze, and diseases also he can analyze, seasonality and disease parameter correlation, all the things the doctor can retrieve and analyze it, but then doctor can give a justify advice to the farming community. Almost we know that the primary step in the farming is site selection. If site selection is not done perfectly based on the resources available, this is the big problem in aquaculture. And the species selection also. Nowadays, farmers are seeing the only business point of view and they are forgetting their resources, strengths, their availability of resources with them. They are forgetting the technology with them also. Yes, they are focusing, seeing the outside farming systems and they want to replicate those things in their areas. This is the problem we are solving here. We are supporting in the site selection and species selection and also method of farming also. Nowadays, so many method of farmings available to farming industry, but the selecting the farming method which are suitable in their resource, which are suitable their in their understanding, they are facing problem. We are supporting in a manner to provide all type of these site selection, species selection, farming method. We are acting as a one-stop solution for their aquaculture development. And we are having us advisory service support continuously at the time of pre-stocking management, stocking management support, and also at the time of rearing management also. So the uniqueness of our services, see, we are all type of farming, we are covering all type of farming farmers in our services. Even they are in illiterate also, we are covering with the help of our field coordinator support. Our field coordinator helping to illiterate farmers to show the side, to show the symptoms of the problems and behavioral changes of the culture animals and the water parameter changes, the growth parameters, all the things he is explaining clearly to all type of farmers. He is supporting in between IPSA and farmer as a facilitator. So we are covering all type of farmers and our all advices are inbuilt of system approach. We are not delivering simply advice which are just treat the infection, treat the diseases, and we are giving advices to not only treat the diseases to stop the coming infection again and we are solving the root cause of the diseases and we are following all type of resources available to the farmer while delivering this disease advisory service. For example, taking one farmer, you don't have any type of supporting system to provide oxygen into the pond. In that manner, we are considering the available resources available. Then, according to that, we are giving advice how to solve the oxygen problem in the pond system without providing oxygen. That time we are reducing the stocking density, we are reducing the feeding quantity, and also we are reducing the anaerobic condition of the pond. So all this support system we are providing, we are following system approach. This is a uniqueness of our advisory service. Almost other advisory service providers simply they are giving advice based on the symptoms of the diseases and the infection, bacteria or virus, and just for treating the infection they are giving. They are not covering the all type of resources available to the pond. We are covering those things, and we are providing services not only single species. We are covering all type of species, including carps and molluscans and shrimps. We are covering the services and we are covering all type of method of farming community like taking a RAS recircular aquaculture system and it's a biofox system and also recently aquaphonic system also we are supporting and we are providing pond specific solution. This specific solution is not equal to other type of ponds, and thus even side pond of sides neighboring pond also the advice will differ based on the infection and the root cause of the diseases. We are taking so pond specific problem identification, and we are providing specific solution to the problem. And we are using all type of surroundings, agriculture system, animal husbandry system, and then we are varying the delivery of the advice. For example, taking in a feed, utilization of feed, almost nowadays all type of feeds available. Those rates of the feeds is differed based on their nutrition value. And in the farming system, farmers don't have that much of amount to pay to purchase those feeds. We are helping the farmer to make the farm-made feeds, whatever available resources with them. Neighboring farmers, agriculture byproducts, whatever available, we are making a formulation to suitable to their culture species. This is helping the farmer to reduce the lot of investment in their aquaculture system. And the pond health status, anytime farmer can see in their hand. They can open their app, they can see what's the health status of his pond, and anytime he can see. And we are available in the field 24 into 7 days in the form of laboratory service, in the form of field coordinate service, in the form of virtual doctor advisory service. And also we are focusing the rural farming aquaculture development through our virtual demonstration program. Anytime we are conducting virtual demonstration farmer programs for developing the new technology and extension job, like new any technology or any culture methods are running successfully in one area. We are taking those reports, and our field coordinator going there, and all he's showcasing this activity to lively telecast in other areas where farmers are interested to know this aquaculture system. This is helping to farmers to understand easily, and anytime they can ask the questions to expert and they can get immediately answers. Now they are very interested in these virtual demonstration programs. This is a uniqueness of the IPSA. We are providing, almost I discussed this aquaculture site search, site analysis activity. This is the primary activity in aquaculture industry. If we do properly this aquaculture site analysis, site search and site analysis, remaining all other activity will smoothly we can run. And also we are providing water and soil quality analysis. Majorly, all aquatic animals depend 80 to 90% on the water quality of the parameters and also soil quality. If water quality, soil quality may not suitable in pond aquaculture system, the growth, the investment, everything will go south. So this is a very important aspect. We are dealing this one in our services, and also feed analysis and formulation. So whatever resources they are having, whatever byproducts they are getting, we are making a formulation to reduce the cost of feed production. Though we are helping directly farm-made feed concept in the rural farming community. And so many farmers are coming to us. We are doing all of things, whatever technologies we are using, even though we are not getting a profit. So for them, we are giving a service, aquaculture production efficiency improvement service. In this service, our field coordinator are staying in their farm system for 2 days, and he observing all type of soil quality parameters, management activities, climatic, then discussing with the expert. They are giving justified advice how to improve their farm production. We are conducting virtual disease diagnosis. Some people are not understand what is the virtual disease diagnosis. Virtual disease diagnosis, doctor, expert, he unable to move the all areas, but even though he can get all type of information through their field services and laboratory services and history of the pond, based on that he is delivering a justified advice. This is a virtual disease diagnosis. And also virtual aquaculture advisory service. In this advisory service, farmer anytime he can
Sheikh, I think we lost you with audio. Dear participants, I think we have lost Sheikh's audio connection. We'll be waiting for him for few minutes so that he can get back on his connection. Sheikh, am I audible to you? Kindly reconnect. Yes, your screen is visible, but your voice is not. Can you please reconnect and confirm? Thank you. Sheikh, dear participants, I would sincerely request you to kindly wait for our speaker or presenter for the day to reconnect to the webinar. I think he has a technical glitch. Thank you so much for your patience.
is helping
Sheikh,
them.
okay.
Yeah, this is helping them to make understand, and after going to their field, they can easily work with all this knowledge. And our locations, our main head office in Nellore, Lakshmipuram, Rebala Panchayati, and another two branches in Andhra Pradesh. One is in Akividu and one is Eluru. And our two branches office in Assam state. One is Dablipada Barpeta and one is Juria. And also two major big farm centers. One is in Orissa state, one is at Puri, one is at Purushottampuram, Ganjam district. So this is our facilities and locations. And so I got the national state level first award from Andhra Pradesh during my 2017 period at Hyderabad. Thank you for listening my things. And now I am ready to answer all type of questions in aquaculture system. Please.
Thank you so much, Sheikh. Our participants, if you have any questions or queries, you can directly shoot it to Sheikh. He's currently available with us and connected. Sheikh, is this the phone number that you have, the one on the screen for connecting to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to all the participants, again, if you have any questions or queries pertaining to the presentation just made with respect to the pond health and aquaculture, the entire aspect of how it can be maintained, Sheikh is there with you. If you have any questions or queries, kindly you can directly even drop it in the chat box or directly ask. Sheikh, before anybody asks a question, I think I would like to have a simple doubt on how the entire aspect of pond culture and your startup idea went on through COVID, because see, there has to be some impact of the entire scenario. So did it impact the entire system in any way, directly or indirectly?
Yeah, this COVID system, this COVID problem, impacted aquaculture also, and majorly we are facing problem due to this COVID. Only this lack of working employees in the field level. But now the employees is ready to come. The situation is changed slowly, and also with our ICT based advisory service helping a lot in this situation, because we have almost enrolled farmers, and this is the time they are using to contact me, and there are all type of questions and also problems what they are facing daily. And this is the time they are using this ICT like anything. And also we are focusing more in these ICT activities. Now we are developing another version to record even the GPS location and also continuous water parameters and linking with the environment also we are planning furtherly AI based system also to deliver the justify advice in a spot. Whatever questions that they raise, immediately they can get the answer.
I think that's very well said. I think that is where the future for the entire
Yes.
world lies. I think virtually, I think we are going to connect, and the world has become a smaller place. Though it was a bad thing to happen, but I think that is how it's the future ahead. ICT is the way ahead. Sheikh, one more thing. Usually, what are the kind of queries and problems the farmers face when they are managing this? Because you have had questions through ICT media of yours. So, what are the usual questions that the farmers ask? Basic problems which farmers in that region of the country face? Like
Yeah.
any health related, or maybe it's the water related. What is it?
Yeah, majorly see aquaculture system completely depend on the water environment quality. So almost, and I mean, according to me, in this 18 years experience, almost 90% of the problems will arise in bad water quality in the pond system. So we are focusing mostly water quality parameter. This is not a one day activity. This is a regular activity because we are giving a daily inputs to the same water body. So if we don't know how much quantity we need to put in the pond as a form of feed, as a form of stocking density, as a form of manuring, this is making a big problem. So we are controlling regular talking with the farmers, regular field visits with our field coordinator. This is helping us to solve this water quality problem. See, once we solved the water quality problem, the bacterial and viral other parasitic problems are very minimal.
So,
Almost
but
one pond is getting a huge mortality only because of the water quality.
but then Sheikh, I want to understand this also, that once the quality is maintained, does that has to be maintained like on a very uh, very strict manner, that once, okay, fine, you have treated the entire pond for once, you have provided the required kind of manure for as per the fish which is available, but then does it needs to be strictly monitored past that? Does this require a lot of maintenance, or is it like one time go, and for like a few months you are okay to go, then you again go for another maintenance? So how does it go?
Yeah, this aquaculture system is somewhat different. Why? Because see, we can in animal husbandry rearing, we can see the animal and we can know the perfect
Yes,
character and the
yes,
behavior of the animal. But in
yes,
this aquaculture system, we unable to see the culture animal. Just
got it.
we can see the soul, the animal behavior and how they are going to feed and how they behave in the pond, how they are swimming. This type of symptoms we can observe. And the another one thing we can see the water nature, color, and so the turbidity of the water. So these parameter is helping us to find out the problem. Once we fulfill these needs. So once one pond having a high turbidity, we if you reduce the turbidity level in an optimum, then the problems will not come. And also the behavior of the fish is not proper. Once we control the behavior in the managing activity, so almost we need to manage the things, how much quantity feed we need to deliver and how much number of animals we need to rear and how much manuring is required. So this is this is a continued process. For example, taking one system, he did excellent. He is monitoring water parameter in a normal way. But suddenly, what happened? The climate will not be support.
Got
Suddenly,
it.
temperature is becoming high or heavy rains fall. So during that time, again, he need to check the water parameter. Again, he need to adjust the water parameter to optimum level. This is the continued process. With the farming also. So the farming description is the continued process. It will not end up to harvest. Up to harvest, farmer and the expert, the field support need to work.
So, does this one more thing? I am just curious to know. Does this make the entire system of the aquaculture and pond health very expensive? Like, how do you maintain that the cost efficient manner of the entire system? Does it, because it can be a burden on the farmer, right? If you are promoting, if you are appreciating the entire pond thing, and if you are trying to build up the aquaculture in Indian aspect, because farmers are not someone who are very heavy pocket people, who are not very sound with money. So does this make entire process a bit costly on their side, or how do you tackle this cost efficient aspect of it?
Yeah. See, in our activity, so majorly, see, regular analysis and regular visits, we are with this one helping farmer to reduce a lot of more than 30% or more than 30% investment we are reducing. We are reducing the investment, and also we are regular with our regular activity, and that means a regular advisory service. We are so these all type of stress is coming now due to the climate and due to the parasites and some sudden mortality. So all this we are reducing. So we are helping farmers a lot of things in all sides, and our charges are very minimal. So we are using in the field level only test kits to detect the water parameters.
Point.
And
I
for
think that
reporting, we are using software. And the
okay.
software is helping a tool to retract the data, old data of the pond. So these old data is helping a lot to make a perfect decision.
So
And
that make the entire process pond specific. I would say for your pond it would be different, for my pond it would be different,
yes,
right? Just by
yeah,
knowing the history.
yeah, it's a completely pond specific.
Okay.
So, if for taking a one example, if you have two ponds having a dissolved oxygen problem, but the treatment of two ponds is different.
Okay.
So,
So
basically,
does
that's the
this
root cause.
okay, and also does it also varies with the kind of fish there is? Like fish specific bhi hota hai, or it's only how
Yes, yes. This is a pond. For example, take these pangasius, all catfish varieties, even morels. They are different from the carps.
okay.
So carbs, they see in the carbs for taking your toxicity of the nitrate. The carbs can hold the toxicity for some time, 1 week or 10 days period. But in the case of these catfishes varieties and marl varieties, they are unable to withstand this nitrate toxicity. So there is no optimum parameter for all species. It's different the species.
Point. Thank you. Thank you for the explanation. I think I was a bit naive in this context, but then yeah, thank you. So
Thank you.
again, I'd like to request our participants, if you have any questions or queries. He has already shared his contact details. If you want to connect to him after this, all those who are Facebook Live with us, they can also directly connect to Sheikh Akbar Ali. If his pond health aspect, you can find it on his website also. I think yes, there is, right.
Yes, it's office rotate.
Yes, so you can directly go on his website and connect to him with respect to anything that you have heard here, and the entire presentation. That it was an exhaustive explanation with respect to the pond system. So once again, thank you, Sheikh, if you for the entire presentation, for an exhaustive explanation with respect to the pond health and the aspect. And good luck with your startup. I think you are doing really well, and hope to see you somewhere scaling further. Participants, with that note, if you don't have any questions or queries, we'll be closing the session for now, and I bid you away a good day. So
Good day.
thank you everyone. Thank you, Sheikh. Thank you so much. I would be closing soon. Thank you, Sage. Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Participants, I request you to kindly leave the meeting room so that I will be closing the webinar session. Thank you.